All right, America. What's up, world? What's up, Red Brick people? Well, um, I got up this morning and seen the douchebags chemtrail the shit out of us this morning. They laid, it was beautiful, clear, nice blue sky, and one white line after another. And they started real late last night. And they were doing it yesterday too, but it was a beautiful day today. They didn't want us to have a beautiful day. They're working on fucking up the weather somewhere. Uh, I watch them do it, and I know where the airports are. They're going high. They're full of shit, man. And we need to do something about it, man. And anyway, after reflecting on that this morning, I thought about the SS girl, the little Samantha Smith, that informed us that all the presidents were related except one, Van Buren, blah, blah, blah. We already knew that. We talked about that 10 years ago, and they told us we were conspiracy theorists. Okay? So, but if you look, these losers, the brain dead, elite, parasitical people, they have become brain dead because it seems as if they're re-rocking the Samantha Smith story. And why I say that, if you Google Samantha Smith, she won't, our little 11-year-old won't come up um, right away. You have to go search for it. But the Samantha Smith Foundation story, um, in the summer of 1983, 11-year-old Samantha Smith from Manchester, Maine, was the most famous little girl in the world. See, they re-rock their dumb shit. They become so brain dead. Look it up about 1983, and then she dies on a plane and blah, blah, blah. Same kind of nonsensical stuff to divert your eye, to think that there are some journalists out there. Think, we have not one journalist out there. All our news agents should be shut down. The CEOs arrested and welded in cells. All of them, not some of them. All your broadcast house in America should be shut down because it's a threat to our democracy. Isn't that what they said? Oh, it's a threat to our democracy. Threat to our See, they're the ones that need to be shut down. They're the ones that need to be stifled. These people dropping chemtrails, these royal losers, I hope they all perish. All of them. Fuck the queen, man. She's a dirtbag. Good for her. Goodbye, man. Good riddance. Parasitical, adrenochrome drinking freak, man. This whole world's weird. So I had to use a marijuana and put marijuana in a tube today. Didn't have no papers. I couldn't find them. And I found them, but I already rolled one. So anyway, so go look it up. I'll tell you about Samantha Smith, blah blah blah, and their lie there. So, oh, I got somebody there. I don't know who else is there right now, but let me get him. Let's see what else can we find here. See, they did that shit back then, and here's some of the verbatim in May 10th. The surprising story of the American girl who broke through the Iron Curtain. What a bunch of crap, man. Why you got so many Smiths in a news house here in my Michigan? Because the wordsmiths are all related, man, or they're constituents to the wordsmith liars. There's your Smiths, okay? Your SS groups. See, the problem is everybody's become so compartmentalized, and they're like happy with their little fucking paycheck or their fucking lie narrative story or their fucking no good fucking job that they're fucking teaching people the fucking wrong things in this world. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should get the Bible out. Yeah, get the Bible out. I don't care if you believe in God or don't believe in God. There's a lot more better moral standards than this alphabet shit that they give you to live by in this standard. Huh? Yeah. Unlike oh, who cares, right? Nobody cares no more. The only thing, uh, I don't even know what people care about anymore. This world is selfish. This world is, uh, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't watch the news. The little news I get, all I see is neighbor coming against neighbor, road rage, um, scumbag politicians, one after another, giving us propaganda, scumbags news agencies. See, just the same rhetoric over and over and over and over. It's like, when are we going to do something about it? It's time to step up. And most likely, I say this in my heart, that it probably won't, nothing will happen. It'll probably just get worse and worse because people have become that brain dead. They watch their TVs all day long. Um, it's the only input they get of the world is through the TV. And it's pretty messed up to have your. Hey Dana, how the hell are you doing, lady? I still got a broke toe. I still haven't seen the doctor, but I have splint my toe to my other toe to help get by. So other than that, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Just kind of a little flustered. See the see them lay down them chemtrails just way up high today, way up high. And I notice what they do too is they'll rip those up high, and then this blue sky turns gray, and you see it's turning gray big time right now. Look, I just put it up there like that. See that sky up there? It's turning. See that sky? That sky is turning gray everywhere, and them lines that they put start scattering, and the whole thing turns gray. So I was kind of upset that I didn't have no weapon to tag them suckers from down here. Because if I did, I'd have released some rounds on them scumbags, man, blasting us with shit like that, man. But they're up, what, 10,000 feet or more? Well, I don't even know how far, 20,000 feet. They're way up there this morning. So, anyway, if you do a Google on that Samantha Smith, you're the first one that you're going to get is the one born in 1972, Samantha Smith, with the Iron Curtain story and blah, blah, blah. They just re rocked it. And also, again, out of Manchester, Maine. Huh? So I didn't do any more research to look to see where this other SS girl reigned out of. But again, she's related to them scumbags. See? So, okay, let me put that thing out. See, we token on this. See how you doing today, Dana? See this thing right here? It's a vape pen. It's got marijuana oil in it. I had an extra one, and I was going to send it to Mike Knowledge, and he sent me an address. So I Googled the address, and I took a Google Earth image of the address he said to send it to me, and I wrote him in a email. I says, "Does this look familiar to you?" And he wrote back, "No." So I thought something's wrong. Someone trying to set me up because Texas ain't no state that allows this kind of crap. So I said, you know what? I gave it to the neighbor girl who's visiting from California, who washed hers in the wash machine. I gave it to her. It was all ready to mail. I had a gram of pineapple express in there. It cost me $30, and I was gonna send it to. I was gonna send it to you, Mike, but you told me nope. And then after that, you just dissed me, and then I don't get nobody. Then I make a comment on yours channel, I make a comment on Red Brick on Spartan Red channel, and everyone just blocks me. So I don't know what that's about, but I tell you what, Mike, it's not that much to get on a bus and come to Detroit. You get to the bus station in Detroit, and I'll drive you to Walled Lake, Michigan, and we'll get you some stuff, brother. And I have some stuff and edibles and stuff. It'll be worth your trip. So anyway, so if you're in Michigan, Mike, you would have had this meal to you. This one here is bent because a big old hand bent the thing on me. So I'm gonna take me a puff this morning. Now this here, what kind of strain do I got here? This is lemon super haze. If you want to quit smoking cigarettes, go get you a marijuana vape pen. And every time you want to smoke a cigarette, suck on that vape pen. It'll make you cough. And you won't. You're going to excuse me. So that's what I looked up this morning. It says, and that's the Samantha Smith they show you right there. In 1983 and shit. She wrote a letter to Yuri Andropov, made headlines in the 80s and blah, blah, blah. So true. Dana says, apathy, I don't give a damn, and pride, high-mindedness is a very bad combination and of one of the worst attributes of mankind. Lack of empathy. So true. Sympathy, compassion for a fellow man. Yeah, equals psychopath. So true. So true. So did you see the moon last night, Dana? Huh? How was the moon there? It was huge and round, and it was just absolutely beautiful last night. And it looked like you could get on a balloon and just go up a little bit and hop on it. It was so close. And what does NASA tell us? It's 254,000 miles away or some horse shit. Yeah, oh, you did? Great, man. Yeah, I seen it on the way home from my buddies last night. I was just like, wow. It was so low when it, was creeping up and just lit up the night, man. My whole yard was lit up. Didn't need no lights nowhere. The neighbors always got lights. I don't know why they always put lights on in the backyard. People like to go in the backyard and look at the stars, but you can't see the stars half the time because they got the light on in the backyard. So, yeah, I get a little bit of money together. I'm going to move somewhere where there ain't no people, man. Like 10 acres, Yeah, so the moon was beautiful last night. Well, let's see here. I think I'm gonna get me a. Here's. Yeah, I want the oil. I don't want to smoke that oil this morning right now because it'll get me too high. I want to be real high. And it will get you real high, man. One hit. And I just got one hit, and I already feel it kicking. But I'm gonna do me some sour diesel. Sour diesel is a morning marijuana. It energizes you, releases all the mucus that's built up around your pineal gland. You blow it out and you feel better. Yeah, this is sour diesel. This is sour diesel here. So we're gonna smoke us some sour diesel. It tastes really good. Oh, forgive me. Matter of fact, see that girl there? See that girl right there? I'll show you her that girl right there. See this girl right here? Oh, she's tall, girl. Huh? Where's the top of you? Right there. See her? Anyway, hello, baby. She stinks pretty, huh? They should make a cologne like that. Indica brand and sativa brand. A little bit under the ear and a little on the tongue. Right? Right. Okay, let's see. Let's get smoking, folks. If you got them, fire them up. Last night I came out here with a bong. I had it packed, and I dropped the bong. I fucking scattered my fucking bud all over the deck this morning, but I didn't find none this morning. Must have been eaten. But yeah, put it in the grinder. Yeah, put it in the grinder. You never had marijuana in your life, Dana? Edward Ray, you called it right. You are missing out, Dana. I remember the first time I smoked marijuana. And it was like for the first time I could think clear. Hey, when I first smoked marijuana, I seen everything clear. I seen how it affected me. I still could be coherent and function, and actually I would become more creative. And then I would observe my parents and adults drinking and acting a fool and so forth. And well, that's good that you don't feel missing, Dana. Um, but we've been tricked in regard to what we're supposed to eat, what we're supposed to drink, all kind of things. Um, so use it as a medicine. Use it as a medicine if you need it. If you're healthy and you're doing good and all that, that's fine. But I know my girl, she don't smoke marijuana either. But if she has an ailment, she'll take some marijuana honey in her tea and make her feel better. Or she'll eat some gummies. Her daughter uh, manufactures um, gummies and edibles, and some of the best that I ever had. And many other people who purchase uh, her gummies say they are the best, and they are. So, so if you're here too, knowledge. If you show up here in Michigan, uh, bring some extra loot, and I take you over to Kendra's, and we'll get you some marijuana honey. She she sells big mason jars, that big, the regular size mason jar that you buy an ounce with, ounce or 2 ounces probably could fit in there. Well, that's full of marijuana honey for $100, and that's cheap because people in the industry sell a jar just a little bit bigger than this for $50. Okay, and the jar that Kendra sells of marijuana honey you could put probably, let's see how many there'd be, but one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, probably 8 of these, and they sell these for 50. You know, them little tiny mason jars. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we get up in the morning, we drink black water, bean juice. Marijuana honey is used for stomach problem. Um, if you have a cold, a sore throat, if your joints ache, um, you can even put it on a wound if you don't want no air or nothing to get on it. You know, so I I probably about four to five times during the week I'll have 1 tablespoon full of marijuana honey in the tea. I don't put sugars or nothing, just the marijuana honey. God's miracle plant. They changed the name in the Bible. Right. Yeah, I read in the Bible. Dana, you're so clever. We need to clone you. Okay. Sour diesel to you. How do you make your own mayonnaise? Huh. Maybe I'll see it on the shelf one day. Dana's mayonnaise. You'll be rich. Yeah, almost all the blue is out of the sky now. That they know they have their craft down very good. They know how to wreck the sky really quick, man, with them lines. You know. Yep, sour diesel. I remember when I was a kid, I heard people smoking sour diesel and know what diesel was. I thought, dang, they're smoking fuel. Just like I came here from Germany when I was young, and my mom's girlfriend, she said I was 5 years old. My grandfather, my opa, he smoked cigarettes. And the lady said to my mom, I quit smoking cold turkey. I go, these fucking Americans are fucking off the wall. They're smoking cold turkey. I really thought that lady was smoking cold turkey. Oh, for fresh mayonnaise, all you need is a yolk of an egg and oil. Huh. Yeah, because I heard mostly what mayonnaise is just fat. Just, fat and oil. So, right. So I like little mayonnaise on a BLT, real just lightly. Yeah, they got all kind of weird names of marijuana, you know, so many names. Hell, I never even heard of Duke's mayonnaise. Edward Ray. Hey Jerry Howard, I didn't see you there. How you doing, sir? Yeah, what do they call it in the Bible there, Jerry Howard? I forget what they something. I remember it was a recipe that God said for the high priest to only make for him, nobody else. So that's with a whole bunch of shit in there, and he burns it. See, God likes barbecue, according to the Bible, at least. He likes, put this thing up here and burn. He likes to smell the burnt shit. So, okay, nice, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that next time. We're out of mayonnaise. I'm gonna surprise my girl. I'm gonna say I'll make some. She'll say what? And I say, watch out. I walk in the kitchen, butt naked with an apron on. I'm gonna make some mayonnaise. I'll whip it real good. Din, 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 din. Now I'm being a comedian. I think I made myself blush. Yeah, yeah, you're on point, dear Jerry. I remember something like that too. I could probably look it up. Today's September 10th. Tomorrow is our anniversary to another propaganda shit that our government caused against us. You know. So remember, the first Samantha Smith died in a plane crash. So let's see what happens to this other Samantha Smith. Maybe they got to sacrifice somebody or something. I don't know, man. They're just weird, weird, weird. All right, enough of that there. Let's see. Let's see. The name of marijuana in the Bible. Let's see what one of these say here. Open up. Oh, my connection was interrupted. The Hebrew word kana bosom is cannabis, but was later mistranslated as other plants, including calamus or aromatic cane. See? So, good point there, Jerry. So, thank you for enlightening us about that. See, that's how it works, man. This collective, man. I don't know something that guy does. Dana knows so much. She's helped me. Hey, Dana, you helped me cure that headache that I had for. I'm not kidding you. I've had it for on and off for over 2 years, and I would take ibuprofen, this and that, and I started doing what Dana said, doing these cold wraps around my head, and I did my neck too, and um, 2 days ago I had just a little hint of one starting, but I really taxed my shoulder hard. But I haven't had another one since I've been doing that. So I will say to anybody, I took advice from somebody in my chat right now. Her name's Dana, and she told me to put um, saran saran wrap around my head with ice, and then wrap it with the towel and leave it. And I did that, man, and it made a difference. I smoked some marijuana while I was sitting there too. Had marijuana honey tea, but it helped. All right, she told you right there. It's called Prisnic water treatment. Well, thank you, Dana. I've shared this with other people, and they're also grateful. Uh, Good old ice, cold and hot. I did my foot in cold too, and hot, and cold and hot. I don't like the cold so much, but it does comfort it. As soon as you get past your foot's frozen. Yep. So it's called the Prisnic water treatment. Well, what else can we do here, folks? I just got ashes all over myself. What time is it? It is 8:51 a.m. in Michigan. So what else? Anything else? Anybody out there? Anything new, man? Anything we should look at, talk about? I know here in Detroit, they're destroying many red brick buildings. They're tearing up a red brick road. Um, how about anybody in the chat? Um, Anybody in the chat think that um, the pyramids were red bricks or not red bricks? A lot of people say they were just blocks. Um, so, you know, to me, it seemed like after doing all the investigating and so forth, and looking and researching and seeing what the academia tells us about how these pyramids were waterproof, and some of them housed boats and so forth in it. And they could desalinate water, salt water, and they could produce hydrogen from the water. So they had electricity and so forth. I believe that they were just there to save people from the flood. And there's pyramids everywhere. So that and power source. So just like we got our fake nuclear today with these silos and so forth, and radium. They made radium at a alarming cost today, where they used to put it in makeup and burn and all kind of shit with it, but they gave it a bad. Red bricks made with bodies of Native Americans. Well, I don't have the answer there. I've heard this thought before in regard to blood being in there, because for the electrical charge and so forth, and there's life in the blood. And I've watched Michelle Gibson, so she's talking about that. Yeah, I know they're using a particular stuff called PZO. Um, it's the coating, P dot. They put a coating. I think Berkeley or some fucking universities laying claim to this, but none is commercially available yet, and so forth. You can make the battery completely. I did a video on that on my channel. So yeah. Um, Michelle Gibson, she's a good soul. Yeah. Some I've seen a video once where they people say that she's working for the government. So because of her G of her Gibson, she uses the, the government G, in their logo. But I don't believe that. I'll tell you one who is working for the government and those constituents of this fake corporation is a coffee slinging freak in Utah who earns money telling half truths and misleading people, telling you that some melted railroad tracks are tracks of the gods. Ain't no tracks of the gods there. Juan Valdez, It's melted railroad tracks. I've been there in Arizona, and I seen the melted railroad tracks. I seen the melted subways and everything that's been melted. They're melted buildings. There ain't no such thing as mountains. But people will argue that fact too. One might be a tree or one might be that. I'm not saying one might not. One may be a tree that we call a mountain. Listen to Billy Carson. All right, well, I'll check out Billy Carson. I never heard of Billy Carson. But you know what, folks? You're going to have to excuse me for a second. I'm going to, I got to go over there for a second. But I'll be right back. I'll leave us some. Okay, what we got going here? Okay. Here, I don't know if you guys know who Dimebag Darrell is. This is an amazing piece. He was 18 years old and he was thumping this. So I want you all to hear it. Dimebag Darrell. I think he's dead now. Listen to that, man. He was 18. That boy could strum. Yeah, Dana. He said that there were tracks of the gods. Anyway, I'll be right back. You know. What's up, people? Dana, how you doing, baby? Okay, let's see here. We can shut this guy off. So that was Don Bad Daryl. He was fucking ripping, man. Fucking ripping on that fucking boy. I had a friend of mine, Mike Jerome. He was super talented on the guitar. He died real young of heroin overdose. Good. You know what? I can't get. Listen to this, Dana. I got to 999 subs, and then I'm thinking I'm one away, right? So I call a friend of mine. He creates account and goes to sub, and it's back down to 946. Ain't that funny? Because I'm not. I want to go to Kirk in the Hills. Now I only have 946. They took those away just overnight, huh? I think I'm 946 or something like that. So Jerry Howard says, make no mistakes, we're in deep shit. But if you want to understand the war, we're in a little better. Duck, duck, go. President Trump signed second Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 2020. A declaration of what? And it's all a lie, that all the presidents are related, that it's a corporation, that our vote don't matter. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry Howard. I don't care what President Trump signed. It didn't mean nothing. It's just more garbage. Under 60,000 will have access to free health insurance with benefits like dental, vision, hospital, prescriptions. I remember when I was at 666 subs. I was there for 6 days. Health insurance benefits already and are receiving up to $5,280 in household savings to spend on their essential needs such as groceries. You know what? Rent and Jerry Howard, you know this cat? You ever heard of a cat named Jurassic Liars 26? He talks about Trump and Obama and Elvis, and something's going to go down in Seattle. It's some of the stuff he points out is some real mind-blowing stuff, but he believes in the Bible, and he prophesied that this would occur a year ago, so he didn't prophesize correctly. So in that same book that he believes in, it says that you are now a false prophet. So Jurassic Liars 26 is a false prophet. He prophesied that I think it was on Obama's birthday or Trump's birthday, that Seattle was going to go down, something was going to go down, Elvis was going to reappear and all the shit. It didn't happen. So what does that make Jurassic Liar 26? It makes him a false prophet by his own book. But he can't come up on a YouTube channel and say, hey, I was wrong, I'm a false prophet, I don't know nothing I'm talking about. You know? But he don't. Instead, this AKA Christian, if you don't agree with him, he'll tell you, fuck you. See? So he just, I think, the guy, anyway, the hell with that conversation. The guy, I followed him for a minute. I know Mike Knowledge looked at him for a minute, and I'm still looking to see if anything is going to happen in Seattle, because there is a lot of shit in the game in Seattle. If you do a Google Earth over top of Seattle and you see in the water, there's a pyramid underneath the water, the shape of a pyramid, the triangle, the all-seeing eye. Rumor has it that there's a bunch of underground buildings there that are going to detonate. So that's what, you know, something's going to happen, Seattle like that. And, you know, just like when the red brick community talks about shit, shit happens. And why I mean this is the red brick community talked about Tonga, had people showing the underground world in Tonga, the big, huge buildings and everything. And next thing you know, on point, there was an explosion and it all explodes there. Okay. So, and then we talking about, then the red brick community was talking about Chernobyl and all the red brick buildings in Ukraine in 2019. And here we are in Ukraine destroying the red brick buildings. See? It's anything the red brick community talks about, these parasitical people that we call leaders go and destroy the shit and hurry up and cause other propaganda and get your mind diverted to re-talk about other things like abortion and Samantha Smith and just nonsensical stuff and about, oh, we're going to fix the roads and this and that. Let me tell you, the parasites in my state are, they look out for their constituents. Their constituents are the ones that are repairing the roads, fixing up these schools, wrecking the red brick buildings that could have lasted for another 1,000 years to destroy them and to give their constituents work. That's all that's about. Just fleecing our money again. That's treason. So, majority of our leaders are all treasonous, seditious losers, and there's a there's a penalty for that. So we need to find out what that penalty is and hold them accountable to their acts. Every governor in the United States of America should be arrested. Period. FDA should be shut down. Federal Reserve should be thrown out of the country, and those fake ass banking, fake ass people should be jailed. And we should do that globally. It's not a globe, but I just say that because I'm programmed to say that word. All of us. Duck, duck, go. Gene decodes dumbs. Duck, duck, go. President Trump. Nikola Tesla. Yeah, I've seen that book where they say that that book. I forget what the name of it is. What's the name of that book? Where Trump's uncle was in charge of the time machine of Nikola Tesla and so forth, and blah blah blah. And Donald Trump was in the book and everything. I think that's propaganda to get your minds thinking, so you don't know heads or tails of what the real truth is. Because, like, example, I go on my channel before and tell you that a particular time, and why I tell this story is because it's important. Um, at least to me, it seems important that everybody, if you have a mind's eye to see that, then you can see through the rest of the shit, and it just becomes so obvious to you. In the past, we had a Supreme Court justice being nominated, Kavanaugh, and people have used facial recognition to prove that Bletchley Ford and Kavanaugh are the same person, and they're thespians, and they like to uh, pretend and make up propaganda and so forth. It's part of their free Masonic order out of chaos crap, just like the O.J. Simpson trial. You know, Meg Ryan is the person that was supposed to have died, and it's a man. So we could go on and on and on and on, but you know, we don't have a Samantha Smith to tell the world the truth. You know, we tell the truth and they shut us down. They'll say misinformation or something like that. And that's all they give us is misinformation all day long. Misinformation about the realm that you live on. The misinformation about the royal family is good. They're scumbags, folks. Period. Who do these channel networks put up on a pedestal? They put up Hollywood pedophiles on a pedestal, and they put up the Catholic Church on a pedestal, and they put up the royal family on a pedestal. See, the two-headed beast. See, they're monsters, man. There's the truth. Yeah, yeah, we are. They are good at their craft too. They are good at their craft. They got kids believing in dinosaurs and all kinds of goobly gop that you're spinning and you can go to space. And oh, mom, I want to be an astronaut. No, you don't, because it's a lie. You want to lie for a living? Because that's what they do. What did NASA give us? They get 55 plus million a day. What did they give us so far? Death, chemtrails, and tang. See, $5,000 toilet seats and $5,000 hammers to bang stuff in space. For real. So that's what they give us. Garbage. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see if anybody else is online this morning. We got two notifications here. Oh, Face Diaper uploaded two new videos for any of you following Face Diaper. I follow Face Diaper. He's always got some good videos out there. And that boy's a boots on the ground, man. He goes in some areas, and how the hell did you get there, dude? It's unbelievable. Yes, Jerry, very evil. We have a very evil bunch of psychopaths in charge, and it's freaking weird. You know, to have their organization so compartmentalized and so protected is and they're going to have to start stepping it up, because things are going to get worse and worse. The things that they try to propagate to move forward, like with this Gretchen Whitmer shit and all that, some of those things will transpire in the future, but on the real level, not with these fake CIA agents and so forth. Actually, as a citizen of Michigan and America, I believe that CIA agent who propagated this whole thing for those dumbass Americans to do that, he should be jailed for the rest of his life. Okay. And that law that says that uh, politicians can create propaganda against their own citizens, those people who wrote those laws and implement those laws should be shot in the head today. All of them. Not some of them, all of them. But will that happen? Absolutely not, because America's pacified. They're too busy doing nothing. And so many of them, all they want to do is help fleece, go get what they can from the government here, there, a bunch of fleece and parasitical scumbags. That's all I see around me, man. Teaching lies. And you know what? I'm up to here with it, man. You hear the fucking bell they fucking ring down the street, fucking screaming their pedophilia act every day with these Hail Mary full of shit. See, we got to hear that bell all the time. You pedophiles, you rape children, you drink adrenochrome. Kind of weird, And then people go throw money in the basket. What's gone wrong, folks? Drastically gone wrong. We're stuck in a Rod Serling Twilight episode, and we can't turn the channel because someone stole the remote. I didn't even know we had a monkeypox czar. Yeah. Jerry Howard says, have you seen Biden's new monkeypox czar? No. Who is it? Was it that first chimpanzee that went to the moon? They got him talking. He evolved. That monkey began talking. He told us science experiments, and then they got the monkeypox from him. We got some kind of party going on in the lake. I can hear him talking all the way from here. So I hear a PA system on the water this morning. So we have to go check that out, see what the hell's going on. Yeah, the cool thing about if there's parties on the lake, you just walk up like you're part of the crowd. A lot of times you just blend in and have a good time. Nobody even knew you there. Crashing parties, right? Me and my friend used to do that on New Year's Eve. We just go see where there's a bunch of cars somewhere. We go knock on the door. Hey, yeah, you work with Phil? Oh, yeah, we work for Phil. We blah, blah, blah. Come in. Party throughout the whole time. But one time we got caught. We've been partying for about an hour, and they come down. They say, we're in their basement. Everyone's in their 40s. We're like 19 and 20. They're like, who are you? They've discovered. They just escorted us out and laughed. But anyway, the evil and compartmentalization is what opened my mind when I was in the university. Yeah, so many things will make you start seeing things for what they are and what they aren't. You know, you know, just like sometimes. Let's see, they have a new one today. They call it polio. The state of New York declared disaster state of emergency yesterday, polio on top of a monkey pot. Yeah, see that? And and you go back in the past and you see that they were spraying and spraying and spraying and infecting people with polio. Again, that was man-made. That was man-made. And what are they doing again? We got white lines everywhere. And now, see, that's the beginning of the same horseshit. They just recycled. They recycled Samantha Smith. I just told you, go look it up. They recycled us over and over. They just use the recipes. They become brain dead because the smartphone has made the elite brain dead as well. Not just you, America. You aren't just the ones that are in the world. You're not the ones that are just, there's your brain, your smartphone. No, the elite have become brain dead as well. And that's why we caught on so much to their crap. You know, they can't get away with their shit no more. They're on Front Street. See? So, sour diesel. This ain't the best sour diesel I ever smoked. I grew some sour diesel much better than this. This don't have, I think it was picked just a little bit prematurely. So that that takes away taste and effect and everything. So usually I would have been able, if I grew this, you would have had already put it out and smoked the rest later because it gets you really buzzed. But I just got a little buzz right now. Dana, my girl had polio as a child, and she has post polio symptoms to this day. Yep, yep, it's pretty sad. Yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna have to build a ramp in the front to put it in a wheelchair and all kind of stuff because of post polio problems. You know, she can already not walk so good, all kind of problems because of polio. She had surgeries as a child on her feet, and it's just sad. I hear you. It's sad just what my woman had to go through in this earth, man, the suffering that she went through, man. I tell people if I was the woman, half the woman my woman was, I would be a great man. And she is. She's a survivor, tough. She raised her before I met her, she raised her children by herself, and working 2 and 3 jobs. Shit, she'd go to work with a broke arm. Huh? Broke ain't and cancer, she'd go to work. Fucking tough bird. I love that lady so much. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. Nothing, right? The evil of these evil monsters. So let's see, it's 9:22 and my girl ain't up yet. So she's sleeping in today. She took an edible last night. A CBD, no THC in it, just CBD. She don't like that buzz feeling. She don't smoke or nothing. Every once in a while she might drink a glass of wine every 5 years or some shit. And I've seen her drink maybe 2, 3 beers before. That was her knocking on the door. Good morning. So she's up. Yeah, I hear you, Dana. Thank you. She just got up, knocked on the door. She's making her a cup of coffee. I'm going to make me another cup of coffee here in a minute, too. Coffee and bud. Oh, I got to get that last hit, don't I? Burn your fingers. Yeah, I'm going to make me another cup of coffee. So, what else is going on? Look, right above me, more. You can see them fucking chemtrail lines right there. See them? Yeah. I hope you saw them. Well, thanks. I'm going to tell her that. I'll show her that. That'll make her day. Her daughter called yesterday. Her daughter is going to treatment center with her daughter. She's flying to Florida, and her daughter lives in Florida, and they're both going to go to treatment center together. I'm so happy because they have a problem with alcohol and opioids. So I'm so happy that they're going to get better. And hopefully that'll be the end of it, man, and they won't return to that shit like a dog to his vomit. I pray that they never return to it after they get out of treatment. So I stopped drinking in 1995. I'm not telling the world to stop drinking. I'm telling you, be wise. You know, little beer for your belly is good, but when you're drinking it every day, then you got a problem. When you're drinking it every day to get yourself to sleep, and that's what you do to recreate, is just drink beer, and you wonder why your abdomen is swelling up. It's because it's not a beer belly, it's your internal organs swelling up from being poisoned from alcohol. So there's other signs too: erratic, irrational behavior, doing things just random act. Something goes through your head and you do it. Like I got a neighbor who drinks too much, and he just randomly came over and attacked a rose bush and just chopped it all up. Man, I was gonna go up there and put a couple thumpers on his head, and my girl stopped me and said that'd been like beating up a dumb child. He's drunk. He got a weed whip in his hand, and he never apologized and so forth to that. So that's the kind of neighbors I have, you know, that would do shit like that to you for no reason. This lady lived here before that house next door where the rose bush was in question that they chopped up. For what did you do that for? See, because he was a drunk fool. Because he's a drunk fool. And he's a Catholic. That's the only things I can think of. So, but anyway, I let that go, but it always bothers me. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, you'll see that people, males who drink Pilsner beers, grow tits because there's so much estrogen in the beer of Pilsner beers that they begin to develop tits. True story. Look around and you'll see. You ask him, you drink a lot of Pilsner, don't you? You got tits, man. Why you growing tits? Why would they put that in there? They want you growing tits, you see? You know what? You ever heard of a company called Gillette? Well, it's a Gillette trick. They wanted you to shave your face because they want you to look like a girl. You're not supposed to shave your face, man. You're a man. You want to look like uh, one of those pharaonic slaves? Then shave your face and your head, and you'll look like the pharaonic slave and your SS and your skinheads. And that's what they'll want you to look like. They don't want you to look like a man. They want you to look like a girl or a pharaonic slave. Okay? So grow your hair, throw away your Gillette, and know that Gillette tricked you. It's been a Gillette trick. That's a fact. Even in that Bible they read, they say, hey, the dude's hair was cut off and he couldn't do shit afterwards, could he? He was fucked. See? Do you know what? Fear the beard. Because you know what? When I wear this beard, I feel more of being a man than without a beard. I remember when I shaved my beard off, how naked I felt. Almost ashamed. So, again, it's perspective. If you've been televisioned, you're going to continue to shave your face and your head and look like a girl. But if you're a man and you believe in God, He's going to reveal to you that you need to step up and be a man and teach people correctly and not be part of the pack of garbage to do what the other garbage people do. Huh? So if you want to be a mouse, keep shaving your head and shaving your face and knowing you're throwing away what God put on you, what your creator grew on you. Why? Why do we have facial hair as men and women don't? Because you got to know your place. You got to know your place. You're a head of household. Okay? So, do you see? Look, I'll give you an example of an owl. I'll give you an example of um, a desert owl. A desert owl, he feeds his girl when she's having babies, when she's going to have eggs, he feeds her. Um, a lot of interesting things about this bird as well, behavior wise. Even the adornment, how they were adorned. On the leg, for example, of this particular owl, on the male, he will have no hair from the knee down, no feathers. It's exposed. But on a female, all the way to the ankle. Isn't that amazing? See, just stuff like that just blows me away. You know what I mean? About nature itself. Yeah, masculization of a woman, huge agenda. Yeah, yeah. I remember the first time I really looked at it years and years ago when I heard this one gentleman talking about none of the presidents had a woman for a wife. I go, what the hell is he talking about? Well, I went and did some investigating on my own, and I looked at every one of them, and you know what? They all look like men. Every stinking one of them. Huh? All of them. They're all males. And it goes figure, they're the skull and bone freaks. I think what they just put a portrait on this particular day for Obama and his chick with a dick. They did a picture of her with a dress on too. And do you know what time they started the ceremony? At 1:49. So anybody who understands anything about gematria and their chaotic world, you see how satanic they are. See? So, well, I got to let my dog out now. He's complaining. I'm going to make another cup of coffee. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to hang out for uh, another half hour or so if you want to stay. If you don't, cool. You have something to talk about. Maybe come up with it. And in the chat needs any medical advice. Dana has some great medical advice, let me tell you. So I'm going to set this down for a second. What the hell was that? That was my cell phone. That ain't good. That ain't good for the cell phone. Put this bitch right here. It's right there. I'm going to set this here so make sure it's dry. Yeah, it's dry. There, let's see. Give me something good to look at. Look, there's a girl right there. Let me see there. Okay, I'll be right back, man. I'll make me another cup of coffee. Good morning. Here's my hound dog, Ziggy. Yeah, you gonna sit out here on the porch. Cause you don't want to be back there. Oh, but I gotta hit that with the blower real quick. Okay, here you go, dog. There. No fucking leaves, no bugs, nothing. There you go, killer. Here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that better, huh? That better? Here. There. Here's my dude. All right, tell the story. Okay. Oh, I gotta get my coffee. Kendra? Morning. All right, let's see what's going down. All right. Oh, that was my blower, Dana. I blew the deck off. I blew the deck off because I put my dog down. See, I put my dog right down there so he could sit on the deck with me. See, there's my deck here. I like flowers and shit, man. No, that's where Lulu used to live. If anybody's familiar with me and the story of Lulu, that was my dove. I made that cage right there out of scrap stuff laying around in the Metro Detroit area. All from I only got what I got involved is the screws and nuts and bolts and the corrugated top. That's it. About $82 wrapped up in that thing. Yep, that was the blower right there. Yeah, right there's the blower. Sitting there with my girl. Yeah, I blow the deck off several times throughout the day. Leaves fall, and you got lot of bugs and spiders and so forth. So I spray them all down. None of my marijuana plants have any, not one spider mite. Um, Nothing. They're doing real good. I'm excited about harvest because I can't wait to smoke it. So yeah, that's a little Craftsman blower. I got it Ace for now. Well, I didn't get it Ace. That was actually given to me because it was broken and I fixed it. So I see that Jerry Howard says U.S. government agencies, military, child human trafficking. Wow. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of underground shit all over the place that we don't know about, and trains and so forth. And who knows? Maybe a whole world of people down there. Who knows? I don't know. But I know some people that live in New York, and they said that underground that they've heard battles going on rounds going underground in New York. So who's to say, you know? Even think about this in the Deep Purple song. Some stupid with the flare gun burn the place to the ground. See, so the flare gun. See, let's get the lyrics. Let's get the lyrics. And one part of the lyrics it says, and they drug the children underground or something like that. Let's check it out. Let's see what it says. Let's see. We'll pull the lyrics up and say, Deep Purple lyrics, Smoke on the Water. Okay. We all came out to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. Yeah, we didn't have much time now. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around, but some stupid with a flare gun, I say a fassies, burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. You guys are great. They burned down the gambling house. It died with an awful sound. Funky Claude, see, that's who it was. Funky Claude was running in and out. He was pulling kids out the ground now. See, must have been over. See, so the done burned the place to the ground. Now he's pulling the kids out of the ground that were underground. See, so smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Okay, no, I got wrong here. It says, when it was all over, to find another place, Swiss time was running out. Wow, Swiss time, the neutral country. Huh? The octagon, the pharaonic, good for nothing, New World Order losers. Yeah, man. Huh? Swiss time was running out. Huh. It seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water, burn it down. Burn it down. That's the lyric. We ended up at the Grand Hotel. It was empty, cold, and bare. The rolling truck stones thing just outside, huh? Making our music there now. With a few red lights and a few old beds, we made a place to sweat. No matter what we get out of this, I know I will never forget. Yeah, burning the place to the ground. They'll never forget. It's right in their song. See? Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. One more time. Smoke on the water. Hey. See? They know. And they know today that we know. Look, majority of people don't even know what a fasces is. Just go walk by in your general area you live in, ask them if they know what a fasces is. They don't know. Why? It's just mind-boggling that you don't. So anyway, look it up and learn what a fasces is, and know that Joan of Arc had a fasces, and she was burning the place to the ground with the mothers. See, there's some truth for you. Put that in you. Call little Samantha Smith and tell her, hey, we got some more news for her about real history, not this propagated stuff from your wordsmiths. Do you know what I mean? Do you know? Do you know? Eh? You see? So there it is. We read the lyrics of Smoke on the Water. And the song was by Deep Purple. I seen Deep Purple. Oh no, that wasn't Deep Purple. I seen Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult, the Black and Blue concert. I seen that. I didn't see Deep Purple in concert. But I seen Black Sabbath. What was that? Joe Louis Arena, I think. I forget. Maybe, yeah, Joe Louis Arena. I got there, you pull your seat down. They got them folding seats and pull down. I pulled it down. There was a chunk of hash this big as some like blonde hash. And we went into the concert. We had 4 gallons of, that's when I drank. We had 4 gallons of Harvey Wallbangers and about an ounce of weed, and then I found this big chunk of hash. So we just smoked. But the funny thing was, hardly nobody really came to that concert. It wasn't sold out. There was we walked all the way down this, you know, the seating all the way to the front row with no difficulty because there wasn't hardly anyone there. So good concert, by the way. They were a good concert. Last concert I went to was Santana at Pine Knob, Michigan, and his wife fucking blasted them drums like crazy. It was an awesome show, awesome display of that woman drummer beating the shit out of them drums. She had all of our attention, and we gave her a standing ovation when she was done. Excellent job that night performing, man. So it was some weird shit too. Matter of fact, at Pine Knob on the lawn, they had a bunch of some elites come in, and they were escorted by police escorts and so forth. They walked and sat on the lawn, and then they were looking up. I go, what the hell are they looking up for? I look up, and there's a cloud, a perfect circle around Pine Knob. What was that about, folks? Huh? So anyway, so Smoke on the Water, some real lyrics. So, and so many different bands know that. Yeah, there's this one guy that I follow that he ain't produced nothing in a couple years, and I hope he's all right. But he lives right there in Switzerland, and he had a video, and he was talking bad about the neutral country, and they even jailed him for a while in his country because there is laws on the books today, erroneous laws, that say if you talk about the Holocaust and say different other than the account that they give us, you can be jailed in 23 countries. And that tells you right there that it's fake. And right here, as a person that has witnessed history through the eyes of 2 gentlemen I call Opa and Grandpa, both were soldiers. One was a Nazi soldier and one was American soldiers. Both were captured, both were tortured by the opponent's side. My grandfather on my German side, he was captured by white American soldiers who tortured him, didn't feed him, and then he was handed over to black American soldiers who fed him, gave him cigarettes, and told him in his own language that we serve the same master. See? So, later in life, that gentleman who was kind to my Opa moved to Germany, and him and my grandfather became friends. And the first story that I was told about that I remember about prejudice was what I just shared with you. That my grandfather said never judge no one by their color, because it was the black man that said to him in his own language that we served the same master, a truth, and was kind, fed me, and gave me cigarettes. See, folks, so that's a true story. And my grandpa on the other side, matter of fact, Linda's father was captured. He was a Normandy soldier, and when he came back to America, he was so traumatized he couldn't do nothing but drink and drink and drink. And he killed himself at an early age. So her father died of alcoholism at the age of 46 years of age after going through World War II. But he was captured by the German soldiers and was mistreated terribly. So I feel sorry for all those people who had to go through that kind of stuff. And we know who the root of all that is. It's all those people that are after that NWO, that New World Order, and to have control of all the red brick buildings and the narrative of them, and make sure that any source of using electricity in the past is concealed. But the cat's already out of the bag. The cat's already out of the bag. Those dirt bags, they use the real estate industry to move uh, properties into different timelines. Example, there's a school for sale in on Sashabaw Road in Waterford, Michigan. They want $900,000 for the building. They tell you that the building was built in 1990, and I'm going to tell you that's an absolute lie. It was built before 1929. I played in the building in 1976. So how can you have a building built in 1990 if I played in that building in 1976, folks? That's a true story. You can go do a Google search of the building itself. It's a it's a school. It's being sold by a Masonic realtor company, the Heyman Corporation. So that's what they do. They give you different timelines, and you'll notice that wherever you're at, they founded it, because everything was founded. All the capitals in America were already here. They were just dug up and fixed up. Okay, we still don't build shit like that. Go to Mackinac Island. That was a building that was here. That whole island was a building. Okay, and it's pockets of survival from after the meltdown, and that's what occurred. But they don't tell us that. Instead, they'll call me a conspiracy theorist telling you what really occurred, or call me a conspiracy theorist when, uh, oh, President Trump says the earth is flat. Did you know that? Jerry Howard just revealed this to us. I didn't know that Trump thought that the earth is flat. Well, that's probably the only thing that I heard truthful come out of his mouth then. Well, no, forgive me. I've heard more truth come out of Donald Trump's mouth. Here's another truth that is an absolute truth that Donald Trump said. He said, the media is your enemy. That's an absolute truth. That and get some kind of, can we get a law invoked and stuff to shut down all these NBC, ABC, Disney, all this stuff that propagates garbage to our children? Shut this Hollywood down that promotes this alphabet community with all this weird stuff and promoting uh, lewd sex and all this weird stuff and anal sex with a male and all this stuff that they're not supposed to happen to you, huh? You know? Anyway, that's a whole different subject. We just live in this weirdest realm, man. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, thanks for telling us about that, Jerry Howard. Yeah, they did a lot of cleaning up. They sure did. They used the same recipes they used. They used the Spanish flu back then to control the people. Put a mask on or go to jail. That's stay in your house or go to jail. They had up while they were taking over and killing all kind of people. Where'd all the skulls come from, folks? Huh? Where did all the skulls that the Catholic Church has come from? They're gonna give you some bullshit narrative. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was them going around with their Templars, killing everybody, taking over everything, and telling you God told them to do it. They're douchebags. They will die the second death. Their book tells them that, but they don't read it. Their book tells them don't call nobody father, but your father in heaven. And they'll go to a brick building, a red brick building of the past that's been redesignated, and they'll call a douchebag in a dress father. Wow. You guys are demented. Demented beyond compare. They ain't even know. They there ain't even no explanation for that daft after there's so much evidence about the tyrannical empire they are. Huh? To ever go there. To bring your children there. That should be a crime. Yep. They sure did. They migrated people, wrecked this town. Look at Germany. It was wrecked. Man, if you go back in the past in Germany before they wrecked it, The whole city lit up, trams everywhere, underground stuff. They had technology. They were having good old time, getting fat, drinking beer. The city life was great. And they came along and said, "We taking this. We're taking this," and they took it. And they took it. Yep, them parasitical people that that we that we pay taxes to, huh? And they're a criminal enterprise. You live on a crime scene, and you are a prisoner. I don't care what class of prisoner. You might be a richer prisoner, a poorer prisoner, but you are a prisoner to these douches. And we need to somehow eradicate them. Somehow we have to eradicate them. If it's we all get together and pray about it, and some electrical spark comes around and just zaps them out, just zaps them. We can pray for that. We get enough energy. Let's get enough positive energy. I think we can zap them with our brains. I really do. If we get enough people together and thinking, we can zap these losers. Yeah. Yeah, they did us wrong. They did the whole world wrong every day with their story. You know, there's all kinds of conspiracies about, Adolf Hitler and so forth and when he died and so forth. But I'll tell you, he died in 1963. And he's tied to Walt Disney and NASA. And all your SS groups came over here, or they're residing in Switzerland, and their ancestors residing in Switzerland. They they sacrifice the compartmentalized ones inside that secret society and put it on the news for the world to give you, and then they give you a narrative of what went down, and it was a complete lie. Those people telling you the story are the monsters who killed those people. There's the facts. Ain't no misinformation. They are misinforming us. How can you tell me what occurred when I had a grandfather who was a soldier for that group and told me the real story, the real gist? And then on the other side, concurring. See, I don't need you journalists to tell me the lie. You are the liars. And perhaps something occur, like we said, that we can all maybe think about it, and something occur. Or maybe Jerry DeCamp's going to come up with a fasces, and Jerry DeCamp's going to be floating around zapping all these people. Wouldn't that be a trip, man? See these redhead floating around on a balloon zapping people with the fasces. I could see Jerry, but it would be a surfboard. It would be a surfboard dirigible. Fucking fast, too. Yeah, they didn't lose no war. They gained ground. Hey, right, you make money on both sides, huh? You make money on both sides, man. Just profit, profit, profit. Wow. Yeah, would you be brave enough if you found an entryway to a huge, massive tunnel to go exploring? Would you? You know, what's the farthest they've got down drilling? They say not even 7 miles. Not even 7 miles, and it gets so hot they can't drill no more. What's up with that, folks? Yeah, they play both sides. Yeah, and then divide people in the middle, and every group that gets started, I don't care what group is formed, they will find their little constituents to get in there and screw it up. Nothing can be in order and sync unless it's chaotic order. Then it'll work. Hey, Dana, did you know that Bloomberg .com did a piece on Yoakum? Yep, they did a piece on him saying, talking about the red brick world, and I thought, wow, a billionaire outfit like that, um, talking that, about Yoakum, and another weird thing is how is Yoakum monetized and nobody else who's talking about red bricks can be monetized, even if they have 1,000 or more members. Spartan Red has a lot more than 1,000 members, and he can't become monetized. They said because his platform. But Yoakum, his platform is red bricks too. But he's monetized. As far as I know, he was monetized. There's hosting ads on his site, and he mentioned that he'd become monetized. Yep. Yep. So what else here? Rah rah rah. Here's our pirates. I don't leave you nothing shiny today. You know what? We got a pack of these crows that live right here. I'm up real early in the morning, and I observe they follow around this one particular cat. And this cat's good. He kills shit. So he'll go in there and kill it, and he'll start eating like part of the intestines, the liver, or whatever the cat likes to eat, and then leave. And then the birds come down and snatch up the rest of it. Pretty clever birds, man. Some crows you hear talking right now. Rah, rah, rah. You following that cat? Yeah, they follow that cat across the street. Yeah, one time I was raking the yard up front, and in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden, about a 5 foot snake lands on me. I go, what the hell? Well, it was a bird. It was a bird traveling along, snatched this snake up, and then had dropped it, and it fell on me, and I thought that was so wild. It freaks you out. You're sitting there raking, and next you know, a fucking snake falls on you. It was a gardener snake. Yeah, worlds beyond the poles, man. I wish I could be a part of a group that could go exploring for real. That would be awesome to see what's beyond the poles. Yeah, yeah, beyond the line where we can't go. I'd like to go. Right, just like mom and dad said, don't go over there. You know where the Christmas presents are. Don't go over there. Well, where do you think the kid's gonna go after you told them don't go there? Right there. Yeah, me either. I don't like snakes either. No, no. We had when I lived in Colorado, there was a lot of rattlesnakes, um, more than here. But here in Michigan, in the woods, we have a mess rattlesnake that's very deadly too. But you don't see them as much. Everything's getting killed in Michigan. They're cutting trees down at an alarming rate everywhere for your toilet paper. You know, you got to wipe your ass, right? So they decimating all the forests so we can keep up with all these ass wipers. No, that was a little gnat I just fucking snatched out of the air. Yeah, me either. I don't really like snakes either. So what else is going on? Anybody else got a stream going on? What happened to my brother Mike? I don't know what happened to him. Um, let's see, if we got any messages here real quick. Nope, no messages. Nothing there. Anybody else got anything going online? Subscriptions? Oh, me. I got 6 people watching me. Well, hello, 6 people. I thought it was just me, Jerry, and Dana. I don't see nobody else there. So let's see. Subscriptions. Let's see all. Yeah, where you been at, Mike? Are you Oakland or somebody should be kicking something out today? But today is Saturday. It's 10:06 in the morning. So 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 where's Howard from? Where are you from there, Howard? Six watching now. So where's Howard from, I wonder? Let's see. Hear that plane just go over? The plane! Boss, the plane! Oh, really? Missouri? Hey, dude, we got a young man who just came here from Missouri. His name's Caleb. He's staying with my daughter-in-law, and he's a good young man. He just got a job, and he's moving forward. But he's from Missouri, so that's funny. We're helping this cat. Well, not me. You know, Kendra. Kendra and Steve are assisting Caleb and moving forward. Letting them stay at their house and so forth, which is cool. Let's see here. Your videos. Criminal Thursday, blah blah blah. Okay, I gotta go to. Excuse me for a minute. Nice. Nice, Dana. Okay, so you're real close to the base there. Yeah. I'll be right back. Got a red brick soul. What up? She was pretty all year. Well, not all year, all. That little plant right there, I keep that in my room. Little pine tree. Anyway, what's going down here? Yep, cicadas. Yep, cicadas are singing. The locusts. And right there, I'll show you, Dana. Right here is the tree locust. That's the name of that tree right there. See it? Oh, okay, no, there it is. See, I put a face on him because that tree tried to kill me once. I dropped that. If you look up there, there's this big ass branch that came down, almost hit me, man. I ran. I heard something snap. But that tree's got to go. So that tree almost killed me. I got lucky there. I mean, lucky. It was that big that came down and right where I was standing around that log there. So yeah, those are cicadas you hear in the background. Do you know the history of cicadas and how they regenerate and the life cycle of them? It's pretty amazing. Look it up, man, if you don't already know. Pretty amazing. And their vibration. Their vibration has something to do with knocking the dead branches down. Oh, isn't that guy who hangs out with Jerry sometimes, the conspiracy music guru? Or is it that one guy that sings them? Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll Google it. Let's see. Yeah, I heard some of his stuff. Let's see. We'll search for the guy. We'll search for what's the name of the guy? Conspiracy music guru. Conspiracy music
Showing
guru.
Results for
Yeah.
conspiracy music.
Oh, that's not the guy that goes on there with Jerry. No, but I've seen some of his. He got playlist album singers. Yeah, we jam out one of hymns right now. See what's going on.
Raheem Thompson's got it. A passion that he turned into a business. For him, it's photography.
Okay, we're listening to a tune by the Conspiracy Music Guru right now. We just looked it up, Dana, and I'm pretty sure Dana's seen him before, but might not have correlated the name. But if she's seen the face and the song that went along, if not, go check out some of his songs, man. Maybe we should pick one that's more appropriate. Huh? No, this ain't the guy. I don't think that's the guy. Yeah, that shows him. Okay, here we'll go to this channel instead. Yeah, now we'll go to his videos. Yeah, that's better. A chat with James from Love Project, New York City's killing me, blah, blah, blah. Frequency manipulation and more with Crow. In this time, cover, music conspiracy. In this time. Okay, let's listen to that. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. In this time by Conspiracy Music Guru. Go sub his channel if you like his sound. We're going to listen to it. I like a lot of his stuff. I just subbed his channel. So I just subbed your channel there, Conspiracy Music Guru, and you need to thank Jerry Howard, because no one ever led me to his thing, and I never had a link or anything. But there he is. So we're gonna let him play in the background there. Take us a hit of some stuff for the soul and peel my sweater here. Oh no, I ain't got a shirt on, do I? Yeah, I got a shirt on. One time I was a kid, I was just coughing. Now your mom tells you to cover your mouth when you cough. Well, I just smoked a couple big joints of some real good Colombian gold. My mom says, "Come on, I'm taking you to the store." I go, "Oh shit, I'm all high." She's gonna take me to the store, get me some clothes. Well, we get there and we get out of the car, and there's one of her girlfriends here. "Oh, come over here, Robert." Me, my girlfriend, we start talking and stuff, and I coughed like that, and a hacker come up, slam right on the lady. I was so embarrassed. Yeah, I listen to. I've heard him in many different things, but no one's ever sent me a link to his channel and so forth. And so I just subbed to the guy's channel just to give him another count up there, and maybe some of them uh, at their channel will sub me just to get me 1,000. I was at 9.99, and then they dropped me back down to 9.46. So I don't know, back and forth. 9.46, and I go 9.49, 9.46, 9.49, and they'll go 9.99, 9.46 for about a couple months. That same count. Then I had my Sleeping Beauty video go up to 32,000 views, and then it just stopped all of a sudden. And you had those people that just want to tear apart the red beat community and say, "See, it was a picture digitally altered by a digital artist," and so forth. And I said they did that deliberately to take us off the trail, to make us look bad, regardless of what they said and did about the red brick building, a sleeping lady in Alaska. It's still melted buildings there. See? Oh, I have 948 now. Okay, last night I had 946. So now I have 948. I might make it to 999 again. Thanks, Dana. Well, is it time for... Yeah, we have to wake up and wake up the world for real. So, here comes the sun. See, I got this one big oak tree that my girls don't get no real light here till almost... It used to be 10, but, the sun keeps circling us here, going in its pattern around us, and it takes till about 11. It cuts through some of the light. They get some, but it takes about 11 o'clock for the light to come through, and then I don't get none until I got 11, 12, 1, 2 in that spot. Then I got to move the girls to another spot. There's lights because I have so many trees around here. So I had to have them in buckets. I can't put them in the ground. I did put one in the ground this year without a bucket. Her buds aren't half the size of the girls that I got in buckets. They're ready 4 times larger, being contained and being pampered, brought indoors at night, not dealing with rain, not dealing with harsh elements. So it makes a difference. I know the quality will be much nicer. I know the stuff that I produce, you can take one bong hit, and bam, you're good. You don't have to smoke a whole bunch. That's what I like. Less smoking, better effect. So, yeah, take the old hair tie out. Yeah, it's warming up. It's time for me to shed this sweater. because it was cold this morning. It was 54 degrees this morning out here, or 53, 54, something like that. I've been outside here on this porch since about 5 this morning. So I already been outside just doing things outside here in my backyard for 5 hours. And I've been streaming for two. I can't even believe it. It seemed like I just started this and Linda just woke up, but time just flies. So, and like I do this, just I think to, it's therapy. It's therapy in a way, because you have a lot of stuff inside that you don't know who you can really share this with, and you want the world to wake up, and you got a lot of anger, and you try to, like this dove feather that's in my hat. A dove got thrown in my life, and it helped me with my anger. I had a lot of anger issues. I still have some anger issues and other little faults. And in the Word of God that everyone's supposed to believe in, it says that you're supposed to confess your sins to one another. So those are, I don't know if it's a sin, but it's some of my character flaws. And I recognize my own character flaws, and I try to, make change in them. And I think by, you know, watching uh, videos that are mind awakening and doing things in that nature helps. At the same token, if you're watching negative ones, it would make you very angry. And I know, in 2019, when this was about to hit, and I was already warning the world this was coming with their hocus pocus shit with my Robert News channel, and I started following Jerry DeCamp, and I started cussing, being angry. I hung around, birds of a feather flock together. So the more that I hung around with Jerry, the angrier I became, and he really had a knack at, you know, you know, at, I don't know what, cloning anger, if you will, and that's what happened. And then everybody kind of like has their moment with Jerry, and then they kind of back off and see. Because if I think if Jerry would have played his cards differently, he'd have a million followers right now. What about John Levi, Jerry Howard? You must not have watched none of my videos, because John Levi, he's just a Pied Piper, coffee slinging Utahian. You, Utahian. Remember they just came up with the J's? Huh? See, they had it with Utah. And they forgot to put the Utah. So I don't know what's up with John Levy. He'll show you stuff with tracks of the gods, and I followed that guy for a while, man, until he put up an image of himself. Him and Martin put an image up of himself, and they made videos to propagate their numbers and so forth to get more people looking at them, what they were saying. And I asked him, "Is this you?" And he said, "Oh, it don't even look like him." And it was a spitting image of him, dude. So, well, look, I can tell you, I could tell you, I watched every single one of John Levy's videos up till, I don't know, about 6 months ago. Every stinking one of them, dude. So, um, I would go investigate a lot of things he would talk about, because when he was talking about what he was talking about, I was talking about all the capitals in America were inherited. Okay, so when I clicked on his channel, it fascinated me that he was talking in the same pretense that I was, but wasn't pointing no fingers, wasn't talking about the neutral country and those players in the game, these secret societies. He just kind of put it on the table for people to become more compartmentalized and categorized in different groups of what you believe. See? So there it is with John Levy. He ain't no real truther. He's a truther put in the game by those constituents who give you the internet, who give you YouTube. That's the fact. That's why he's earning money from YouTube, and you're not, and I'm not. Yeah. Yep. You know what, Jerry Howard? Go read the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion, and you will see John Levy sitting there. You will find John Levy after you read it all, and you'll see how the system has brought all this upon us. You know, you know, infiltrated every church. They've did it. They've infiltrated the governments, wrecked cities, towns, and they've been doing it for a long time. Look, just Italy in itself. 2002, we just had some more people that had to move out to abandon a village of a red brick past that's been melted. And there's over 50,000 abandoned villages and towns just in Italy alone, folks. So see how much work that those New World Order freaks had to do? It's a continuous process. And didn't George Bush say we're really close? Didn't that dirtbag say that? We're real close. Well, guess what? He's pushing up daisies, and that should have happened a long time ago. Because we could judge him by his fruits, and his fruits are death. And he's a stinking secret society, skull and bone loser. That's all he was. And they're going to write it up as he was this or that and make him like he was a nobleman. He wasn't. He was a dirtbag. He was a tyrant on this planet, a cocaine, heroin, opioid slinging freak. That's all he was. With our fake, uh, you can create propaganda against your own citizens and it's okay regime. See, there's the facts, Jack. Yeah, plasma lightning weapons. Look, we know they manipulate the weather. In the 1800s, we have recorded stuff in the academia history of a particular person that the United States hired to create explosions to make it rain, and it even snowed, they said. So we know the recipe. They refine the recipe. They've been harming people all over the world, killing by the mass with these tsunamis and so forth that they create and generate, by exploding different buildings underneath the ground. They want to call them tectonic plates, and they're not tectonic plates. They're structures of buildings that's been melted. And in the Word of God, to those who believe in the Word of God, in Psalm 46:6, God said He melted this world. So believe what you want. See the sun coming on me? It's starting to get warm, folks. That Mercury's climbing up. That Mercury is climbing up. See? Mercury again. If you possess Mercury in Russia, you'll get 15 years in prison. Why? Why would you get 15 years in prison for having Mercury in Russia? Because you can get free energy out of it, and the Russians already have re engineered that. The homeboys playing in the garage already re engineered that, using Mercury for antenna, for conducting electricity, for having uh, something spin very quickly with no friction inside big tubs of mercury to create electricity. So there's some of the reasons, you know. And they'll tell you it's unsafe and dangerous for you. I played with the shit when I was a kid, and I think I even ate some mercury, and I'm still kicking. See? So they're full of shit. I used to have a big old jar full of mercury. Fucking put some of it in my hand and play around with it like that. Do different experiments with it. You know, you put gold in it, gold will melt right into the mercury. So, oh, little puppy dogs chasing squirrels. So they let their little puppy dogs out next door. Yep. So let's see. We're at 2:13. We, you guys tired of me yet? So 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt. Yeah, with fervent heat. I know fervent heat. He's over there on Spartan Red's channel. He got one of them fasties. Hey, Dean. Dana told me you got a fasties, man. Go get him, man. Get him. Get him now. Yeah, so true. Um, Something melted this world. A book tells us that God melted this world. You see all these groups that will misuse the Bible and use it for their own benefit to create their own little sect denomination of another group. You know what I mean? Another divide. You're Lutheran, you're Baptist, you're Methodist, Pentecostal. What the hell are you, man? Divided. That's what you are. The divided brotherhood. And that ain't brotherhood. That ain't unity. You have all these groups divided. You claim to believe in the same thing. And then you have one group tells you to call him father, and the book tells you not to call him father, and that's confusing too. And just a big confusing group of weirdos, man, misleading the world into more gobbledygook. See, so we got to get out of the gobbledygook. We got to get out, away from the the mundane shit that led us into this mess that we're in today, where the television tells people what to do, where your government thinks it's okay for them to implement to say what's okay and what's not okay for you to do. See, it's gone too far. You know, enough's enough. You know, Dana had never smoked pot in her life. Well, that's her choice. If Dana wanted to smoke pot in her life, that'd be her choice to make that decision. Someone shouldn't say, well, that's against the law and you can't do that, Dana. Dana would say, for why is it against the law? What can it do to, no, it could only be beneficial. See, man, what the criminal act was taking it away and locking people up for using medicine. That's far better than any of those opioids that they produce. See? So I like to put that little plug in there with fervent heat, Dana, huh? And the works therein shall be burned up. Yeah, I, I, I truly believe that. You know, here's my own mind's eye, Dana. It's like, we all entered this world through a series of explosions and we knew where to swim. So we had to get somewhere. Well, just like when we leave our bodies and our electrical charge leaves, we're trapped in this container and you have to go through the electrical belt to get to the other side, to burst through the water, to get through the veil, just like you had to get through the water from your mother's matrix, the womb. So when you die, your electrical charge has to get out of this container back to your creator, and your creator's on the other side where there's the water, but you have to go through that electrical charge. And those who don't qualify will be melted instantly there. And that's the second death, I believe, where you're melted instantly and there's nothing remaining of you uh, in remembrance of anybody. It's like you're just deleted. So, but you'll be stuck with what's on your mind and forever. And I think that would be hell, to be stuck by yourself forever, knowing that you made all the wrong choices forever and ever. That'd be a pretty, go get in the closet and close your eyes and think you're stuck in there forever for nothing, not to hear nothing anymore, not to see nothing anymore, not to feel nothing anymore except what you had caused, good or bad. You could lean on the good things that you had in your mind's eye, but that's it. Nobody else to share it with. That'd suck. That'd be like a hell, huh? Yeah, I hear you. An oxymoron, for real. You know what they say the greatest oxymoron in the world is, Dana? Microsoft works. There, fuck you, Bill. Yeah. Well, I think it's time for me to shed my jacket. I got to shed my jacket this morning. Okay, here we go. That's a little bit better. Boy, look at my hair. What a mess, huh? Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, man. Too bad we don't. Too bad the red brick community or someone in the red brick community doesn't have the kind of money them folks have, man, to get some shit going, to show them how to really what to do with money. Maybe some of us truthers need to start going to some of these billionaire channel and trying to persuade them over to the red brick side of truth and start making some real change in this America and in this world. That'd be so cool. I tried. I was tagging that Gilbert billionaire out of Detroit, trying to get him on board to be a red brick building believer. But I don't know. I don't know. He had a stroke. Maybe we'll help to make him mended and better, a more wholesome person if he comes over to the real people of the world, the red brick people, and start listening to what they have to say and stand behind them and utilize that money for something good instead of having $1 billion in the bank and ending up with a stroke. See? So anyway, that's my hope. But maybe we will, maybe we won't. Maybe one of us in the red brick community will come up with something to make a lot of money and we'll get something started. I know I'm working towards that. If I come up with anything, if I could in an instant, I'd buy that one red brick building up that I talked about in Waterford, Michigan on Sashabaw Road. They want $900,000 for it. I'd buy it up in a minute because I'll show you in a short period of time what we could do with that building, with that river next to it, and how they utilized that in the past for the railroad infrastructure. And the building next to it is a Presbyterian church that was part of the same building at once. And there's foundation of it that still exists from building to building underground. So those are facts, folks, that I'm not just talking about, that I've seen with my own eyes and that I've lived. And I showed you that the real estate industry augments timelines to for tax reasons, for inspection reasons, all kinds of reasons, and to hide the fact that all this was already here. So that building, that school was said was to be built in 1990. I played in it in 1976. That's the second time I said that today. But I want to emphasize that so people really can get a grip of how compartmentalized all this crap is and how so many people work for the people that are coming against you and I every day. When They want to say, they want to tell you that medical people are your heroes in the field today. What a lie. They're the zeros in my book. And the educators who are educating their children with lies, they're the zeros in my book. They're the ones that are the most brain dead of all because they earn a living by lying. Do you get it, folks? So when they die, they're going to go before their father and say, "What'd you do for a living?" Lied to children? Perish. The second death is coming to you. All liars will receive the second death, it says. Not some liars, all liars. So if you propagated lies, teaching children lies while you were earning a living on this earth, calling yourself a Christian, you don't have a second life coming. You have the second death coming. That's what the word says. But then it does say you won't be held accountable for what you don't know. Well, today you know you're teaching lies, so wake up, do something different. Don't send your kids to these public schools. Keep them home. Get the revenue from your um, government agencies locally and federally. It's super easy in this state. So keep them out of there. I'm really kind of tired of paying. We were flipping the bill for these people. We got buses that show up there. There's about 5 or 6 kids in the buses traveling these kids around. Got the whole street lined up with these dumbass parents to pick up these children. Got all the traffic held up. We all got to worry about these dumbasses while they're teaching their kids a bunch of ignorant nothing in the schools about red, white, and blue and George Washington with his wooden teeth. Think about that, folks. How insane is that? And then you went to the moon, and in the library, they'll have a globe that spins, and we don't spin. See? Earlier in this video, you seen that someone said Donald Trump believes that this world is flat and that the globe model is a lie. Holy smokes, folks. I don't know. That's what was said in the video. I don't know if that's a fact. I would like to see Donald Trump saying that himself, that, oh, the world is flat. I don't know how you could get by saying that uh, when you're part of the NASA group and you're orange and you like Tang. That was funny. I don't care what nobody says. It made me laugh. So, there to all you NASA agents, go get you a glass of Tang. You know what Tang's good for? Tang is excellent for cleaning your dishwasher. Yeah, put a big old scoop of Tang in there where you put your detergent, close it, and let it run. Let it run through a cycle. It'll come out crystal fucking white and clear. It'll be nice and pretty. Does a beautiful job cleaning the dishwasher. Try it. I learned that from a plumber. So there's a trick you might not have known about, Dana. Cleaning dishwashers with Tang, the Nassau dishwashing detergent. And we give it to our children to drink. Well, I don't. I've drank Tang before. My mom bought it for us. My mom bought us Tang before. We drank Tang because I think my grandma bought it. My grandma had 12 children, so she had to do a lot of resourceful shit to feed 12 kids. Oh, my power system is running low. I gotta either get a cord or say goodbye. So I'm gonna go get a cord. Let's see if I can make it. Give me a second. My power system. Got my dog out here. Okay, got the cord. Let's see if I can get this plugged in before the power kicks out. Here we go. Here we go. And we've scored. We're in. Okay. We got that going. We got the power going. And I gotta go get that other vape. I gotta go get my other vape pen. And, And I'll be right back. Let's see. We'll give us something cool to look at. Look at the sun. See, who wants to block the sun? Them sun blocking freaks, huh? Nobody should block the sun. Anyone who blocks the sun should be blocked. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, we got the power cord plugged in. We gotta change way we're sitting. Get away from the sun. Okay. Pull this way. Pull that way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There, that's prettier, huh? We got the sun. We got my girls in the background. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Huh? So, cheers to you. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. They do so much shit to just look at the Johnson and Johnson powder, you know. Matter of fact, just think about all the people who got different types of lung cancers and cancers just from that Johnson and Johnson baby powder. Women used to sprinkle it down on their baby's bed and sprinkle it on their ass and sprinkle it on their body and everything, man. And they were just giving themselves cancer and their children cancers. They were selling this stuff in institutes like prisons and insane asylums, and they would sprinkle it on their bed and get in and puff that shit here, and everyone there has been contaminated with it. It goes on and on. You know, there's lawsuits against Johnson and Johnson. I say Johnson and Johnson should be shut to the ground. That corporation shut to the ground. The CEOs welded in cells for their crimes. That's what I believe should happen. They shouldn't be allowed to operate anything. They shouldn't be allowed to talk about anything anymore after what they've done. Period, folks. Just think if you guys hired me to watch all your children in the neighborhood and I harmed them with some chemicals, and the next day you're going to bring them in to let me watch them some more. It's the same thing you do with bringing them to these schools, poisoning their mind. Same thing you do by telling your children put on masks, and same thing you do by telling them, hey, go do this and go do that. They're the ones that are feeding you the misinformation to have you become a pincushion for their new world order. Huh? While they chemtrail your skies every day. Beautiful skies turn them gray in a short period of time. Anyway, oh, you never used a dishwasher? Well, I used to be the dishwasher till we got one here, but we don't use it that much, Dana. It's just Linda and I here, and you know, I, we just clean up. We just work as a team. You know, if she cooks, I try to make sure I clean up. To show how appreciative I am of her cooking, and likewise, she does the same, and she'll try to cook and try to clean up as well. But I tell her a lot of times, sit down. But we work as a team, so we don't use a dishwasher that much either. But I have cleaned it with Tang, and it works excellent. Matter of fact, if you ever moved in somewhere and there's an old dishwasher that had some iron spots or something, man, run a cycle or two of Tang, and you'll go, wow, it'll look like a new inside. True story. I did it. But that's how I wash my dishes with soup. Linda can't even put her hands in the hot water that I use. I don't know. I guess my hands are more tempered to hot climate or temperatures or something. Hot water doesn't affect my hand like it does hers. She's super sensitive. Again, that's post polio symptoms. So, fibromyalgia and so forth. Me too. That's exactly what we do. If you don't leave and sit around and getting crusty ritzing right now, it's an easy job. So true. Yep. Yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah, I can't leave sitting around like some people while doing tomorrow. I can't. I hate waking up to dirty anything. I want to wake up. Living room's nice. Where I sit down, it's nice. You know, I like order. I just do. I like it clean. I like things neat. I like even on outside. I blow my deck 5, 6 times out here a day for little leaves, dust, chemtrail shit that's coming. You wouldn't be surprised how much residual shit comes down on your deck every day. And I wipe things down, and some weird shits on there, and right. I don't have no rubber gloves, but I know my girl's got a pair of them rubber gloves, but she don't use them that much either. But she had to for a while, because what she has to, we had to change our dish soap because she's allergic to any alcohol based anything. She's allergic to it. So yeah, I think we're gonna smoke us another sour diesel. Smoke us another sour diesel this morning, and round it off at. I think I'm just gonna go another. I'm gonna go another little bit. See what happens. See if anybody else shows up. Let's see. Eli's probably sleeping right now. What time is it there, Dana? Here, I'll save one more doobie for later. Of this strain here. The bag's labeled wrong. Thai Chem Dog. It's not. It's sour diesel. But the Thai Chem Dog was really good. Yeah, it's terrible what she has to go through, man. Unbelievable. Dana, do you know that I got thrown out of one of these Catholic hospitals here in my state for chewing out a doctor for doing a surgery incorrectly? I told him that he did the surgery incorrectly. I told him that he made the stints too short, and I was right. And they didn't like it, and I made a comment to him, the doctor. Oh, 5 p.m. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Dana, 5 p.m. and then it's 11 here, 11 a.m. Wow, so how was your day, Dana? Huh? So what is Dana in? Are you in oh you're gonna be entering your Sunday soon, right? Right. You're gonna go to sleep and then there's Sunday when we're still in there Saturday, right? Yeah, I noticed that whoever the grower was of this grass here, I noticed some of the buds had signs of being hermied, so I can always tell because I'm old school. I can tell bud, but it still gives you a buzz. That's why it was. So we said a lot in 3 hours. And we didn't say really hardly nothing. Um, it all started with me just wanting to talk about the Samantha Smith story and how duped people are. Yep, kept busy in the morning. Yep. Now the temperature went from um, 54 degrees this morning, 53 in the shade. Well, it was all shade this morning. So it is now 87 in the shade. Or no, yeah. Well, in the sun it says over there 87. 87 in the sun. The thermometer's right over there. So it's oh no, I didn't bring any lighter. Oh, I gotta go get me a lighter. I'll be right back. I fucking didn't get a lighter because I was smoking on my vape pen. I don't need a lighter for that. Maybe it's in my jacket. All right, we've got us a lighter. What's going on in there? Nothing. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Dana. Gives you buzz? I don't know. Maybe I said something wrong. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, buzz. Buzz. Oh, buzz. Where? Okay. Example. The buzz. Like Linda, she'll explain the buzz that she feels like her body's vibrating. Okay. It's oscillating. Okay. So you smoke this marijuana, and let's say you're just, I don't know, maybe you're, it's a drab day, when you're feeling down or so forth. You'll smoke it and you'll feel more optimistic, and you'll get this like little buzz feeling like, things aren't so bad. See, yeah, so that's a buzz, B-U-Z-Z, a buzz. And then like some strains, like for example, I'll give you, different strains do different things. Like I smoked uh, um, this type of strain of marijuana called God Bud. Okay. And I took about the second hit, I was exhaling, and it makes you feel like you could resolve all the world's problems in a minute. Like you just could see clearer. You've seen things like you even like almost teach yourself. I don't know. As weird as that may sound. Well, I only had that strain one time before. Um, Gentleman that I worked for grew it, rich guy, and he blessed me with a quarter pound of that stuff. And so I smoked a quarter pound of that stuff in my life, and it was probably the best pot that I ever smoked, aside from the stuff that I grew. You know, second best was the stuff that I grew, White Widow, phenomenal strain. I love the White family, a lot of good stuff there. Arose from the White family, White Russian, and so forth, and different cuts with it really emphasizes some good traits, good characteristics of that plant that that's good for people. I remember when I first heard someone talk about New York diesel. I said to my dad, "What the hell is that?" And he told me a lie. He said, "Yeah, they take the marijuana and dip it in diesel fuel and they smoke it." See, he bullshitted me. See, he didn't know. Or he just made it up to deter me from smoking it or something. I don't know. Yeah, it does have a effect on, I believe what happens is um, it helps the synapse fire faster. Okay, because you know you breathe in a fuel source, oxygen. Okay, now you add the nitrous, see the THC, and it breaks down the air, and you have little implosive hydrogen going inside you as you're smoking this. See, people don't realize that. Combust things are combusting. Okay, and it's good for you. I don't care what nobody says. Maybe there's better ways than just smoking a bunch of it, because I'm sure if you smoke too much of it, it's harsh on your lungs and so forth. I'm not recommending everyone go out and smoke marijuana. I'm just saying marijuana is healing. My girl eats it, see, when she needs it. You know, if she needs some assistance sleeping, she can eat a CBD with no THC in there, just the CBDs. Um, so you're still in control of your mind, Dana. It's not like it's not like alcohol where you just whatever you think you will just do or carry out when you're drunk. No, you're actually I even think sometimes your moral character comes out stronger when you're smoking. Things become more obvious to you, that you won't buy into the game. And when you see people start, like I just smoke marijuana. When I go to a party, then I can see all the fools starting to become fools under the guise of alcohol. And look, anywhere that marijuana was introduced into any community in America, crime rate went down, domestic violence went down. See? How about that, folks? That's a fact. So, yeah, crime rate went down. And So and look at the revenue that it brought. The revenue to these government establishments that are saying, okay, it's okay for you to grow. Look at all these doctors for years collecting $100 or $200 from you to say that you could be licensed to smoke marijuana. Why does it take a doctor to tell people that's okay to smoke marijuana? See, it's all the same Masonic club garbage. You got to have a license for to breathe air. See, right? See, and I also think I don't think children should smoke marijuana. I think marijuana. Um, your children should be educated about what marijuana is and why people smoke it and what the beneficial things are for it, and to educate our children to stay away from doctors, to stay away from these pills who want to system, because life is in the blood. So don't let nobody touch your blood. Your blood is awesome, man. Your blood does so much work. You don't even know what's going on. They don't either. They're practicing, remember? They have a practice. Don't let them practice on you. There's some real truth. They give you the medical misinformation, not me. Stay healthy and stay away from doctors. That's what I say. And don't let them touch your blood. None of them. And always keep this in mind. We spoke about the greatest oxymoron a minute ago. Think about it. The douchebag can't even keep a virus off a computer. All right? We don't know if he's a boy or a girl or if he's both or what the hell. John Alvino, I'm smoking with you. Been smoking 38 years. I'm 52 and can definitely say it's a medicine for myself, physically and mentally. I don't trust doctors at all either. No, sir. I haven't had to, you know, if you stay, I can hear you. I agree with you 100% there. Are we awake? Is the guy's handle here. All right. How you doing, sir? Hope you have a beautiful day. We've been streaming for a while now. We're not gonna stay up too much longer. We didn't even got so much to do today, and we ain't did shit except sit here and babble and the Black Mirror. You know. Yeah, for real. They knew what they were doing. Make it illegal, take over the industry, and then make it legal again and control the industry. And made money while you're locking people up and taking away their shit. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, man. They're good at what they do, huh? Yep. And the same kind of rhetoric goes on in America with these dry counties and laws if you have alcohol and all this other shit. So I know if I did drink, I would never purchase anything that they would make. It's so easy to make alcohol. And at least you'd know what you're getting, you know. During Prohibition era, this government deliberately poisoned people with bad alcohol. It's right in. You can go do Google searches and read about it, and you see that the same organization did criminal stuff to blacks and Tuskegee experiments and these doctors and so-called scientists and just secret society scumbags, actually. But so I know that's a fact, and they're still in charge. So yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I'm at 948, Dana told me, and I can't get to 1,000. I would like to go to the Kirk in the Hills in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, and do a live stream to show the world that that building was here before we founded this Michigan, and that it's a building of the past that was melted, and it's a pocket of survival, just like all the capitals in the United States are, and many other buildings, Masonic temples, many of your municipal golf courses are all part of the past that's being hidden by the government, been buried by the government, or not unburied yet. That still excavating needs to be done. So there's the facts. So anyway, thanks for watching, man. If you know anybody to get that count, to tell you any friends to subscribe to the channel. Try to get us to 1,000 so we could do a live stream from Kirk in the Hills. That would be cool. I never did a live stream with my phone. I'm doing a live stream now, but you can't do it with your phone until you have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm at 948, and they keep sliding me back and forth, and never let me reach that. So maybe we can get there. I like to, but I will go to the Kirk in the Hills if I can't get to before summer's up. I'm going to go there because I don't want to do Kirk in the Hills in the winter. I want to show the evidence of the foundation and the sheer. Look it up, anybody out there listening. Kirk in the Hills. They say it's a church, and they'll give you a narrative when it was built and so forth. And go look at it, and you'll say, "Oh my God, no, that's a building of the past." Buckeye Jim, what's up? So we got 5 people in the house talking. We had Dana, we got Real Wake, John Alvino, Buckeye Jim. Someone else was here, but I can't go back that far in the chat. And I gotta move because the sun's starting to bother me. So yeah, I got to move this somehow because the sun is starting to bother me. There, that's better. Oh, there's a plant behind me. There, so yeah, where's my doobie? So we got the doobie. Oh shit, shit's falling from the sky. What the fuck was that? Oh, some weird little fucking. Look at that little fucking weird ass little tiny fucking crawling little thing. Whatever the hell that is. That just fell from that tree above me. Whatever the hell that little parasitical thing was. So, you see, in the windowsill there's my grandson's little toys. When he plays in this little tub here of water. His name's Storm. He is the coolest, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move completely because it's too hot here. See my power, battery life. I wonder what my battery life is now since I've been plugged up. I don't know how long it takes to charge. I got 51% charge, so I could go for another half hour or so. Just unplug it and walk around anywhere on the deck, so I can move here. I'll leave it plugged in for a minute. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I miss my old channel. Before Red Bricks and before Brickhead, who they locked me out of that channel. I don't know how they did it, but somebody did. And my Chief Joseph channel, I had a channel called Robert News, and I had so many cool videos on there. And I produced by 2 songs on there, which got me the hit, and it was a song about 201 agenda and so forth, and it was pretty cool. And I could never reproduce it because it was just did I winged it and I was buzzed, and it was so cool when it came out. But anyway, it earned me 15,000 subscribers in 2 days, and then my channel was taken down. So I've never been able to get the count that I had with Robert News, 15,000 subscribers. I never became monetized or nothing like that either. Not through not through YouTube at least. I mean, I was monetized hosting some websites before. I was Skype assistants and I used to earn ad ad revenue from when people clicked on the links that you provided through Skype as a Skype support agent. And that's what I was. So, and I worked through Commission Junction, which hosts ads and gives you revenue sharing abilities if you work with them in regard to the rules. So, so I know a little bit about that too, because I built websites and shit before. Wow, no way. I was just there this morning. It was there. Well, thanks for informing me. Dana just said a gentleman that is a red brick truther. His name is Mike. He's out of Texas. His handle is called Knowledge TV, and it says this channel does not exist. Huh. Yeah, you know what? When I asked John Levy that question there, reawake, he broke my heart because I, I when I first was following John Levy, I thought he was like on point, and so man, and then to be let down by who he really is just blew me away, man. Anyway, yeah, he really did. So, anyways, so Dana, knowledge channels down. That's you know what he had a phone, and me and him used to talk on the phone. And then all of a sudden, I haven't heard from him no more. And then I contacted him. He said he doesn't have that phone anymore. So that phone's gone. But so he obviously didn't keep his old number or something. And I don't know. Yeah, about the railroad tracks. Yeah. I said that to him about the railroad tracks personally to him and about the image that he said it didn't look nothing like him, and it was a spitting image of him because it was him to be portrayed as someone else of a longer ago. See, just horse shit. Oh, so last of the coffee here. Well, the sun's caught up to us again. I gotta move again. So anyway, well, I think that's gonna do it because the sun. It's high noon here. I gotta do a bunch of shit today, folks. So I want to thank everybody that stopped by, made my morning feel a little bit better. I'm gonna go. First channel knowledge is still on. Okay, first channel knowledge is still on. Hopefully he'll be doing something soon. He had a couple things up, and I asked to be notified, and I wasn't even notified. So, so all the world is a stage. So true, and they all just a bunch of thespians. Breaking news! Breaking news! Have a nice day. Hey, you too, Dana. My head doctor, Dana from Australia. Have a beautiful evening. Enjoy your dinner. And I learned how to make mayonnaise today. All kind of shit. Beautiful morning. So, thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. And one day I'm gonna, maybe this week we're gonna do a meet. We're gonna have a link in a meet, and everybody could log in and we could chat. If you don't want to be your face recorded, you could on the meet you could just hide the camera, and then your audio would just come through. So I'd like to do that and have like a group discussion about something, uh, whatever it may be. So until next time, peace, everybody. Oh, Jen got her taken down too, huh? Yeah, Jen always getting her taken down. She speaks and they say no, boom, take it down, right? Yeah, she's been getting her channel taken down left and right. Yeah, she was getting up there and people count and then they take it down. Yep. So all right, thank you everybody visiting, saying something. All your thoughts are great. I love all the comments. Very eclectic group of individuals who see beyond what they tell us. And I'm glad there's people like you out there. Have a beautiful day. Red bricks to you, and remember, love your neighbor like you love yourself. The plan, the plan. See ya. Where's the damn button? There it is.